Before we go boldly where no bunny has gone before, a quick reminder to not bring up future episodes, plot points, characters, or guest actors so I can have a spoil-free experience, and please don't tell me if something's good or bad before I watch it, okay? Thank you. Also, the full watch-alongs are available on my Patreon page. Hello everyone, it's time to watch more Babylon 5. Hope you're ready. Today we're watching the 4th episode of the first season, and this episode is called Infection. Are we gonna see some Londo action? Are we gonna see some, what's her name? Talia Winters action? Are we gonna see some Delenn action? I'm sure that we're gonna see some Mike Garibaldi action, and of course, our dear commander, not captain, commander? Jeffrey Sinclair. That's his name, right? Jeffrey? I think I got it right this time. All right, anyways, let's watch. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the comments.
Still haven't told me when the commander is due back.
Soon.
How soon is soon?
Longer than a little while, faster than later.
This is supposed to be an event. This is the 2nd anniversary of Babylon 5 going online. Lloyd's of London put the odds of this station surviving even 1 year at 500 to 1 against. Is there a bathroom around here?
Why are you so angry, lady? I take it Sinclair is not interested in this interview at all. Can't imagine why. The lady seems quite pleasant.
What are you doing here?
I was in the sector. I thought I'd stop by and visit my favorite student. I've come to offer you an adventure, Stephen. Very possibly the biggest adventure you've ever had.
He just
What
got
kind
here
of adventure?
a couple episodes
You'll
ago.
find out soon enough. Savor the mystery, Stephen. We don't get nearly enough of them.
Tired? Yeah, long day.
Don't get me started
But
yawning.
your ship's the last one in. So anything to declare? Any plants, non-sentient pets, organic matter?
Nothing organic, just some pottery and stonework.
Bottom of this box on the inside is 4 inches shorter than the bottom of the box on the outside. If I didn't know any better, I might think you were trying to smuggle something in.
Not a chance. No, it's just packing material to protect the stuff. Here, let me show you.
Yeah, he's definitely up to no. Okay, I hope he's just stunned. Sounded like a taser. He might be dead though. I don't know.
It was the dawn of the third age of mankind.
Dawn of the third age? What are the first and second ages?
Humans and aliens could work out their differences peacefully. It's a port of call.
Aren't there like, there's the Stone Age, the Bronze Age, the...
Wanderers. Humans and aliens wrapped.
What's after that? The Iron Age? Industrial Age?
This is the story of the last of the Babylon stations.
Modern Age?
The name of the place is Babylon 5.
How does it look?
All the signs point to death by natural causes.
Well, he got zapped with something. It stopped his heart, right?
Sorry, we had a little problem at one of the docking bays. Now, would you like to tell me what this is all about?
I need your help. Firstly, I'd like to introduce you to my assistant. Nelson, meet Dr. Stephen Franklin, one of the best students I ever had.
Pleasure. Dr. Hendricks told me all about you on our way in from our dig on Ikara 7.
You found something.
Show him.
Did you know your sidekick here is a murderer?
I just had an energy spike on my screen. Thought it was around MedLab.
You better run a diagnostics check to be sure.
Their keyboards are so brightly colored.
We were on a dig sponsored by Interplanetary Expeditions when we found these artifacts sealed in a vault, buried nearly a mile beneath the surface of Ikara 7.
But Ikara 7 is a dead world.
Yes, but don't you see, that proves what I've been saying for years, that Ikara was once home to a highly advanced spacefaring society.
Extraordinary. How old are they?
Minimum 1,000 years. No chips, no sign of wear or age. It's as if they were made yesterday.
What were they made to do?
Well, that's where you come in.
He's a doctor.
Put it in your medical scanner.
Well, veins, capillaries, traces of DNA, Vance.
This artifact is composed of living tissue. This is organic technology.
The one trick
Organic.
that Earth hasn't yet been able to crack. The ability to create living ships that thrive in the vacuum of space. The ultimate synthesis of machine technology and living tissue.
Why didn't you come and see me about this when you first arrived?
I did. We've only been here a few hours.
But organic material has to be quarantined for 48 hours before it is allowed in the station.
Well,
We put it all through quarantine at the other end. At the transfer station off Proxima 3.
about that.
It's all approved and authorized. Nelson has all the paperwork if you're really interested. This is a blueprint for living machines. The Vorlons have one. Some people even say the Mimbari have them. We haven't seen enough of them up close to get any idea of how they work. But with your expertise and my background in archaeology, we now have the chance.
Well, there are better equipped facilities back on Earth.
I need someone I can trust.
Well, these two are the perfect pairing then. The archaeologist and then the medical doctor for this project.
I can't do it without you. So are you in or out?
Of course he's in. Look at him. He's so excited.
Finish unpacking, Nelson. We have a lot of work ahead of us.
But they didn't go through the quarantine and, well, the title of this episode. Something might, get loose and spread from these things. But why not just do the quarantine? Ooh. Well, that's karma. That's karma. Oh, he's alive. But he's not looking too good. His hand.
Oh, there you are, Chief. Any word on the autopsy yet?
Text down to MedLab 4. Still think it's natural causes. We'll know more tomorrow. Other than that, we've scheduled a full security detail to cover the non-Centauri negotiations next Tuesday.
Still more negotiations?
We've been picking up some unusual energy readings the last few hours.
Anything serious?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Oh, just a reminder. Your interview's scheduled for 1100 hours tomorrow.
Swell.
Oh, he's looking forward to that.
Down in the Zocalo. Don't sweat it. Just be that charming, effervescent commander we've all come to know and love. What's the worst that can happen? They fire you, ship you off to the rim, and I get promoted to commander. I don't see a problem here.
How sharper than a serpent's tooth.
Huh? I'm guessing that phrase didn't originate with Star Trek the Animated Series, but that's what it means to me.
Stephen, there's a Martian war machine parked outside. They'd like a word with you about the common cold.
Tell them to make an appointment.
Was it a Shakespeare quote? I'm trying to remember. I know some people told me what that's from.
No, something's been bothering me ever since you got here. Assuming that we can figure out how this organic technology works, what happens then?
We apply for a secondary patent based on alien technology, sell it to an Earth corporation for a percentage of the profits.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Frankly, I'm a little uncomfortable about corporations financing expeditions to alien worlds so they can steal whatever technology they have.
You were so excited about it before.
In the last 5 years, I've seen things off-world you can't even imagine. I've stood in the Abendi Desert and watched all 7 moons go into eclipse.
Okay, Roy Batty.
Seen things you people wouldn't believe.
Who is Interplanetary Expeditions? You said they were fronting this expedition, but I checked. I can't find any information on them.
Now I gotta go watch Blade Runner again.
I suggest we get a good night's sleep and start again tomorrow fresh. If you have any questions then, I'll be glad to answer them. Fair enough?
Well, our good doctor here is having some second thoughts about this whole situation.
In doing some research, I've come across several rumors surrounding your record prior to Babylon 5. That you were fired 5 times for unspecified personal problems, and that this is your last chance to make good. Do you care to comment on any of that?
I'd rather have my tonsils taken out through my ears.
Ooh. It does not sound pleasant at all. whole arm morph? His face is changing.
Lights.
Camera. Action.
Nelson?
You gotta clap twice.
My God.
Oh.
Nelson, what happened? Protect.
He has a gun arm.
When
He's
did it
like
happen?
Barrett.
Sometime during the night. They moved him to the infirmary about an hour ago.
What's his condition?
Dr. Hernandez says it's okay to ask a few questions as long as he gets his rest.
Turned around and there he was, like I said. The design of that weapon reminds me of the organic artifacts we were working on.
They checked at customs?
I was told they were.
Check into it.
They weren't.
This Nelson, who was he working for?
Vance Hendricks.
The same one who brought in the artifacts?
Oh my God. He's totally changed.
Dr. Franklin was attacked by your assistant, covered in some kind of armor. I'm as much in the dark as you are. Nelson told me that he checked them. I believed him. Whether he was acting under your orders or not, a potentially dangerous alien technology was smuggled aboard this station. Is there any news of Stephen's condition? They're checking him out over at MedLab 4. He took a pretty bad hit.
Can you tell us anything else about these artifacts?
Well, they're a kind of organic technology. In order to achieve mobility, they have to graft themselves onto another life form.
Oh, great.
For what purpose? I mean, why would the artifact choose to assimilate Nelson, but not you?
According to Dr. Franklin, just before it fired, it said something about protect. Do you think that might be the key to whatever it was programmed to do?
Protect who?
Or what?
And from what?
Well,
or from who?
That's what I told him.
Okay. He's definitely not telling the whole truth.
Protect.
Lieutenant Commander, I picked up that energy flash again. It's 20% more powerful than the last time.
Oh my God. That's so cool. Oh my God. They got completely disintegrated. Well, what is their plan? What are they trying to do?
Commander, we've got 2 fatalities in Grade 13.
All right. I'm moving this to a level 2 alert.
Commander, I understand there's a problem. Some kind of attack.
Ms. Kramer, you are in a secure area. You will leave, and you will leave now.
This is news. And the people have a right to know.
And you have a right to spend the next 2 days in the brig. Lieutenant Commander, I want this weapon triangulated.
Confirmed.
Relay the data to security. I want this thing pinned down to within 10 feet.
This is not the time, lady. Wow, he has completely changed form.
Commander, we've got him cornered in Grade 5.
I like that
I think we
music.
can take him, but we'll need some lights in here. He's blacked out the place.
Coming online now.
Take him down!
Protect.
That thing looks crazy.
Damn! We've lost him, Commander. He burned through into a sub-level, moving between bulkheads. Could be anywhere.
The organic patterns in this piece emulate the synaptic relays in the brain.
The data storage device? If we could pull out that information, we might get a better idea of who the Akarans were, and more importantly, why they made these things.
Exactly. Fire up the biosensor. Let's see if we can tap into it.
Oh, he found the stun gun thingy. Now he's gonna know.
Seems like every time he strikes, it chews up energy and he has to pull back and recharge.
There are just a couple of problems. One is periods of latency are becoming increasingly shorter. Whenever he fires, each time the level increases by 20%.
And if he continues to build power at that rate, pretty soon he'll be strong enough to destroy the entire station.
Oh my goodness. That's just great.
I need this whole area cleared.
Well, we're definitely getting a lot of Garibaldi in this episode.
Let's go!
Drop the pressure doors on all sides. Maybe that'll slow it down. Give Garibaldi time to get set.
Affirmative.
So these three seem to be like, they're gonna be in every episode. Sinclair, Garibaldi, and Ivanova?
Over the course of their history, the Akarans were invaded half a dozen times. each assault more deadly than the first. They needed to create the perfect weapon, able to adapt to any situation. An organic weapon. Since it would take years to create synthetic intelligence, they incorporated the brainwave patterns of one of their researchers into the weapons. That's him.
Oh.
His name was Tular. But people can be fooled. They hardwired the machine half of the weapons not to respond to anyone who wasn't pure Ikaran. Just one problem, Commander. How do you define a pure Ikaran or a pure human? No one is pure. No one.
Really? So every person has a little bit of some other species in them?
So who set the parameters of what it meant to be a pure Ikaran?
Coalition of religious fanatics and military extremists that ran the government. They programmed the weapons with a level of standards based on ideology, not science.
Like the Nazi ideal of the perfect Aryan during World War II.
Exactly. When they were finished, the machines turned on their creators. They began a process of extermination based on the slightest deviation of what they were programmed to consider normal. They killed and kept killing until the last Ikaran was dead.
Is there anything there we can talk to? And we'll just have to find a way around the logic of the program. Better head back to the med lab, Doctor. I suspect we're going to need your services.
Weapon!
If that thing shoots at them, it's game over, man. It's game over.
I want it point blank.
Where did he go? How did he get through the floor?
To the next level. That's a straight line to where the civilians are quarantined.
Oh no.
I'll try to lure it into the docking area. We get it in place, seal the area, and blow out the airlock.
Except how are you gonna get it there?
I'm gonna try and make it mad.
Okay, this is a plan. Let's make the thing that could blast me in a second. Let's just make it mad.
Tular of Ikara 7.
Who knows my name? Who knows my name?
Your name is dead, Tular. You failed in your mission. Ikara is dead by your own hand. You and others like you.
That is a lie!
Ikara is dead.
Oh! Shit. How is he alive? Those other guys got vaporized. Better go. Clearly he fired a dud.
Standing by, ready to initiate emergency decompression.
Wait! Wait!
Oh!
Protect!
Protect who? From what?
Impure!
Yes, impure. And your own people, how pure were they? They didn't feed you facts. They fed you propaganda. They programmed you with standards of genetic purity no one could match. Not even your own people.
Well, I think we've successfully made him mad.
Seal the area. Stand by to blow airlock and depressurize.
Commander, if we depressurize the area now, you'll be killed with it.
Only one way out past that thing. I'm dead either way. Dog the hatch. Seal it now.
Oh my god.
Stand by.
He's just ready to go out with this thing, huh?
There is no Ikara. Not the way you remember it. They killed anything that was different. Alien. But we're all aliens to one another. No! Too tall! Too short! Too dark! Too light! Imperfect! They were killed. And the killing went on and on and on. No! The man you took over, Nelson. He's seen Ikara. Cleansing it of every slightest variation in genetics.
No people left.
His memories. See for yourself. Look inside his mind.
How does he know he
Go
can
on.
do that?
Look into his mind.
Look into his mind and see
He
his
can't
memories.
hide the truth. Look at
He
it.
kind of looks like Jim Carrey's The Grinch a little bit.
Yeah.
His mouth and like muzzle area.
1,000 years dead. He did this
Yes. No! You and the rest, you forgot the first rule of the fanatic. When you become obsessed with the enemy, you become the enemy.
I don't think I've heard that before.
Forgive us this madness. Forgive us.
He took it out. Is he gonna go back to normal? Oh my gosh. Wow, he got lucky. He got lucky. Now this guy, did he really not have anything to do with this?
I found this in Nelson's effects. It's meant for cardiac stimulation.
He's gonna feign ignorance.
If used on a healthy person, it could cause cardiac infarction and death. The body of the customs guard had 2 tiny marks on the back. So small, we missed them at first, but they do match the prongs. There. I spoke to Nelson. He was acting on your orders the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
For God's sake, Vance, why?
Interplanetary Expedition, the corporation that financed the dig on Ikara 7, is a front. A front for a bioweapons supplier. Oh, I could just have turned over the artifacts, taken the standard commission. But if they were what I suspected, then I could take a chance, hold back on delivery, and
Pay millions.
Oh, more. More money than you can conceive.
You deliberately endangered 250,000 humans and aliens just to raise your profit margin.
Oh, I'm sure I could control it. I never expected anybody to get hurt.
What about the murdered customs guard?
Well, we had to
So
get them
careless.
through customs. Nelson said he'd do it. I didn't know how. I didn't ask. There was too
You
much
didn't
at
care.
stake.
As long as the job got done.
That's why the weapon bonded to him and not to one of us. The program needed someone willing to kill.
We can sell the rest of the artifacts to interplanetary expeditions. All you have to do is not turn me in.
This guy
Just think
is crazy.
what you could do with all that money.
Not everyone cares about money as much as you do.
It's too late.
You really thought nobody would be listening in, or that none of this would be recorded?
Come.
Listen, can I talk to you for a second?
He lived.
The whole station's talking about how you were willing to risk your life to stop that thing.
I didn't risk
Let me
He
finish.
was.
This is the 3rd time in the last year you've put yourself on the line like this. Jeff, you're my friend. You've been my friend a lot longer than you've been my commanding officer, so I think I'm entitled to say this. We were both in Earth Force during the war. I know a lot of guys who came out of the war changed. Some came out better, some came out worse. A lot of them have this problem. The war gave them definition, direction, purpose. Without it, they don't know how to fit in anymore, so they keep looking for ways to go out in a blaze of glory. Some people call that being a hero, maybe so. Me, I think they're looking for something worth dying for because it's easier than finding something worth living for.
Finished.
Yeah.
Oh, he's really worried about
Michael.
his friend.
I don't have an answer for you. And I think maybe I should. Thanks.
Maybe it's time to really sit down and think about what it is you're living for. Well, I mean, Babylon 5 and peace between the different species, alien species and humans.
You seem troubled, Doctor.
No, I'm just thinking. No, the Ikaran fought against invaders just like we fought against them in Bari. They became obsessed with it. Back home, there's a growing pro-Earth movement. Starting to wonder if what we just saw is a preview of things to come.
Yeah, I can't believe we'd be that foolish. Santayana. Those who do not remember the past are condemned to repeat it.
I've heard that one before.
Dr. Franklin, I have orders to confiscate the artifacts and transfer them to Earth Central. Something about studying them for planetary security reasons.
Shouldn't mess with those.
So, Commander, I have to ask you the same question a lot of people back home are asking about space these days. Is it worth it? Should we just pull back and take care of our own problems at home?
No, we have to stay here. And there's a simple reason why. Eventually, our sun will grow cold and go out. When that happens, it won't just take us. It'll take Marilyn Monroe and Lao Tzu and Einstein and Morobuto and all of this was for nothing unless we go to the stars.
so we gotta get out there. I'm beginning to notice that the episodes that don't have Londo and G'Kar in them are not really as enjoyable for me as the ones that have them. Not to say that I didn't enjoy this one, but I feel like it was just missing what I am really enjoying currently in Babylon 5. I would love to learn more about these other characters, and we have been, but I am not getting quite as much depth yet in these other characters, or maybe just my personal preference is not really feeling as drawn to them as characters, which makes them maybe feel a little bit more flat than Londo. I'm just a Londo fangirl, I guess. I do think the idea of machinery that has organic properties in it is a pretty interesting idea, something that I've never really thought too much about before. I haven't really been exposed to this kind of idea yet too much. We kind of started to see it in Star Trek, The Next Generation with the Borg, but we still have a lot to learn about them. But their ship and themselves are both mechanical and organic at the same time. And in that, we've seen that that can be very scary. And in this, we've seen that it can also be very scary, very powerful. Something that is leaving the fully organic to feel very inadequate, very weak, and lesser than this mixture of mechanical and biological. I guess in Blade Runner, we might have seen a little bit of that too with the replicants. But anyways, speaking of Blade Runner, we had a little Easter egg, a little acknowledgement of Roy Batty's speech at the end of Blade Runner. That was really cool. I thought for a second that he might even go as far to do the Tears and Rain line, but I guess that would have been a bit too on the nose. But I suppose this kind of story feels a little bit familiar to me. A civilization that's long gone, there's something that has been left behind that feels the need to continue to protect this thing that is no longer around, that hasn't been around for a long time. We've seen stuff like this in Star Trek before. Did they make this interesting enough for it to feel fresh and exciting for me? I'm not super sure about that. But I did really like the Garibaldi and Sinclair moment that we had towards the end. We're either being reminded or first are learning, I'm not even really sure, that those two go way back from even before they started working together here on the Babylon 5. Also that Garibaldi, he seems really good at his job. Sinclair seems to think very highly of him and his capabilities, but then again, this is his last chance because he's screwed up so many times before. And not really because he's not good at his job, but I think they mentioned, like, I don't remember exactly the terminology or the phrasing that they used, but basically he just kind of gets out of line and maybe runs his mouth too much or makes the wrong people angry, something like that. But it does feel like these two, Garibaldi and Sinclair, are a really good team. They work really well together. They have a lot of synergy. They have a lot of trust in one another. They care about one another. And I love the line, which, to paraphrase it, it's easy to find something to die for, but really hard to find something to live for. Something like that. I really liked that. And Garibaldi seems quite afraid that his longtime friend, his buddy, is maybe living life a little too hard, a little too fast, a little too carelessly. Perhaps the war really did do a number on him, emotionally, mentally. But I feel like Sinclair does have that thing to live for. And I think it's Babylon 5 and the dream that Babylon 5 represents. But maybe it's something that he forgets about from time to time. And maybe just needs to kind of find his focus and find his center. Because if something were to happen to him, then what would happen to Babylon 5? Would it all fall apart? I think it would. I think Sinclair needs to keep fighting for it, to do what it's supposed to do, to not go astray, to not get into the wrong hands. I guess Garibaldi would take over from what he was saying. But would it not be Ivanova? Isn't she like the second in command? I still have a lot to learn about everything that's going on here and everybody's positions and stuff. The doctor, Dr. Franklin. I don't have anything against him, but he hasn't quite like won me over yet. I feel like watching the pilot before starting the series proper was maybe a little bit of a double-edged sword, because it did a really great job of introducing me to the world and the kind of stories that we're going to be seeing and the characters. But also there are some characters that I really, really liked from the pilot that we don't have anymore. And the doctor from there was one of those characters. I didn't even ever catch his name, but I thought his character felt really unique and interesting. And I kind of wish I had him here. But I'm sure this doctor will grow on me, and all the characters will. It might just take some time. He was really excited about finding this technology and learning more about it. And then once he started thinking about it, he was starting to realize all the different ways that this could go wrong, that this doesn't feel right. He definitely has a lot of integrity. He has a moral compass that is more important to him than discovery or making a name for himself. Basically, as humans, paving our own way through grit and sweat and our own research and our own understanding, as opposed to digging up graves and looking at other people's technology and stealing it or copying it. He definitely feels pretty strongly about that, and I'm not really sure where I stand on that. I get what he's saying, but I don't see why we wouldn't want to study it and learn how it works and implement those ideas into our own creations and learning models and things like that. But definitely going around and just for the explicit purpose of digging things up that have been buried and belong to somebody else does feel wrong. So I definitely get it in that regard. And also, if the Vorlon and the Minbari possibly have their own technology like this, then wouldn't we be at a major disadvantage if we didn't have something like that, or if we weren't working on something like that? I mean, for self-preservation, we'd probably want to start to understand those kind of things. I don't really know what I'm talking about. I have to admit, I was kind of falling asleep during that episode, and it wasn't because of the episode itself. It was just because I have no business being awake watching this. I should have just gone to bed. But yeah, I feel like if Londo was in the episode, I would have been more awake. I do feel like the episode wasn't the strongest one for me, and that's okay. Please tell me what you guys think about it. If you really like this episode, if there's something that I missed, there's something that you found really interesting or something thought-provoking or anything like that, please let me know so I can better appreciate this episode. I think that's about it for now. We will come back for episode 5 and see how that goes. I'm not feeling discouraged from watching the series or anything. I feel like every time I say like, oh, you know, the episode was okay, people are like, it gets better, or, you know, don't worry, stick with it, don't quit. And it's like, I'm not going to quit. I am fully invested. I want you guys to know I am fully invested and ready to, 5 seasons. Let's do it. So yeah, Babylon 5. Okay. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.